Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I got another deck profile for you guys today. This time it's an update on my hero deck. So I went back and made some changes. I had to cut a few cards because heroes are really good, especially like now because they're really good against certain meta decks right now, like Sky Strikers. With Dark Law, they lose all their advantage because those spells just don't go to the graveyard. They don't generate as much advantage as they should. It's good against Salamangreat because they need their graveyard. Orcus too, great Orcus need their graveyard before they can, set off. So this is a really powerful going first deck. So I decided to, build it around to where, like, in case if I end up going second, like if I lose the dice roll, I'm willfully prepared for that. So I kind of like just wanted to like do a few things, try different strategies, and I just found the build that I felt suit me best. So I just want to show you guys my personal build on the heroes and just show you and see what you guys think. So, of course, this has all the new support from Battles of Legend, of course. So, starting off with 3 copies of Vision Hero Ferris. This one of your main starters. So, you can discard one other hero monster, special summon this card, and then place a Vision Hero from your deck and place it in the Spell and Trap card zone and treat it as a continuous trap. Of course, it does lock you out from summoning monsters from the extra deck, except hero monsters, which luckily enough, every monster in our extra deck is a hero. So, honestly, that restriction never hurts. So, yeah. 2 increase. Has a really amazing effect. You can attribute 1 hero monster, special summon this card, and then special summon a Vision Hero directly from your deck, which comes to our next card. 2 Vision Hero Vion. This dumps your hero monsters to the grave and also searches out your polymerization by banishing a hero. So, really excellent card. I'm just glad it's way cheaper now. So, yeah. And now for the E Hero package, I'm playing 2 Stratos. He's back at 2. Might as well run him at 2. Searches out any of your hero monsters, and he also pops spells and traps if you need him to, so that's why he's our boy. I'm now only playing 2 copies of Solid Soldier, just because, he's Marauding Captain, basically, and plus, now that your deck has, like, got a perfect balance of starters, I feel like 2 is all you need now, so, yeah. Next, 2 Shadow Mist. This searches out your Master Change as long as she's special summoned. And if she's sent to the graveyard, you could add a hero monster. Now, keep in mind, you can only use 1 of her effects per turn. So that means, like, you either have to go with a Mass Change search or go for the hero search. So it's like one or the other. And, of course, the last of our E heroes is Honest Neos. I scrapped Bubble Man. Eventually, I may bring him back, depending on how the format shifts. But I think Bubble Man's not needed right now, so that's why I decided to cut him. Alright, so now for the D Hero package, I'm actually running a very small D Hero package. 2 Militias, of course, you definitely need that. He's your best extender. 1 Dynatag, for your Dystopia play. And also just a good way to inflict a little damage to your opponent. And of course, 1 Celestial. I cut Plasma because the reason for this is because Plasma is very good. He's easier to bring out now. It's just that he takes up way too many resources when you got other and better plays. So that's why I feel like Plasma is not needed. You could still run him if you so choose. It's entirely up to you. I'm just not going to run him for a while, so that's why I decided not to run him right now. And the reason for this is because, I wanted to put in more disruption cards in my deck, so which comes to our next few cards. I'm playing 2 Ash Blossom. I cut it down to 2 because I wanted to make room for some other hand traps. 2 Ghost Ogre, which is very effective this format. Really good against pendulums, especially against guard dragons. If you need to be able to hit that LP or that Agripane. It also stops Appaloosa, so like if you can bait out that Appaloosa negate, chain it with Ghost Ogre, your opponent's going to be stuck there. 2 Effect Veiler, another great option, just cheaper than Infinite Impermanence, so 6 hand traps in total, and honestly I feel like that's all you're going to need. And if you don't like this ratio, you could just max out on Ash and max out on either one of these 2, it doesn't really matter. But I think the best ones right now would probably be these 2. Ogre if you so choose instead, but it's entirely up to you, like I said. Alright, so now we're moving on to the spells already, and it's all going to be spells at this point. Of course, you got to max out on E-Call. This is your main searcher. Searches out any elemental hero from your deck. 1 Rhoda, of course. And a Hero Lives. Definitely comes in handy to bring out Stratos as fast as you can, or Shadow Mist if you need to. 3 Fusion Destiny. Lets you fusion summon using monsters from your deck, so definitely a great card, and just bring out one of your Destiny Hero monsters. I'm playing triple Mass Change, of course, as a standard. Got to get into Dark Law as fast as you can because it's one of our win conditions. 1 Polymerization, like I said, it's searchable. I'm still playing Miracle Fusion because it definitely comes in handy whenever I need it. and it's just like a really good top deck to have. So that's why I decided to run 1 Miracle Fusion. 2 Called by the Great, just because I felt like 3 was a little too much. But if you do want to max out on that, just cut off the Miracle Fusion if that's what you feel like doing. It's just that there were instances where I bricked with 2 copies of it, so that's why I only run 2. And of course, 1 Monster Reborn. And that's generally it. Alright, so for the extra deck, of course, as for my monsters, it's all going to be hero at this point. I'm playing 2 Cross Crusader, definitely a great piece to start with, especially gets you back your Malicious. That way, it's like you're playing 3 copies of Malicious. And if you tribute a hero with points, you can search out one of your hero monsters from your deck to your hand. Got to play 1 Wonder Driver, recycles all your fusion and polymerization cards. Also, your Master Change too, now that I think about it. 1 Dread Decimator, just to give your hero monsters a power boost, and it gives himself 1 too. So for every monster every hero monster that's in your grave. 2 Dark Law, like I said, this is one of your main win conditions. Just it's a one-sided Macrocosmos, so everyone already knows this. And if your opponent adds a card from his deck to his hand, you get to banish 1 random card from his hand once per turn. 1 Masked Hero Enki, I managed to find myself a secret gold rare, so I was really happy with that. 1 Masked Hero Dian, figured why not, just another good centerpiece. For my Destiny Hero Fusion monsters, I'm playing 1 Dangerous, which actually acts as a good super poly target now that I think about it, because you just need 1 Destiny Hero and 1 Dark Effect monster. And there are a lot of dark decks out there, so this is just a good way, like if you need a way to get into one of your Destiny Hero fusions, this is the way to go. 1 Destiny Hero Dystopia, which just requires 2 Destiny Hero monsters. And also, he's free disruption as long as his attack is different from his original, so that's why Dystopia is really good. I'm actually playing 1 copy of Elemental Hero The Shining. This card is actually pretty good, because especially with the Miracle Fusion, and you will do some banishment from time to time even without Miracle Fusion, he gains power for every banished hero monster you have, but it only works on Elemental Heroes. Now, of course, if this card is sent from field to the grave, you can target up to 2 of your banished Elemental Hero monsters and add those targets back to your hand. So it's a good way just to recur your resources. For Vision Hero Fusions, I'm playing 1 Adoration, and of course, the main OTK beatstick, Trinity, since his attack points double. And for a couple more Super Poly targets, and for the record, I am citing out Super Poly, 1 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and 1 Predaplant Dragus Depelia. I was going to go with Mud Dragon, but I felt like Dragus Depelia was the better option, because you're going to be playing a lot of fusion monsters anyway, and you just need 1 dark monster to go with it. So, and again, like if you have like one of your fusion monsters already out, let's say you were up against a Pendulum, they bring out Guard Dragon LP, use that LP, and just, it just kind of shuts down their entire Guard Dragon play, or any other Guard Dragon deck. It's also really good against the Crusadia Danger Thunder Dragon, because, their entire deck's going to be running like Colossus and stuff like that, so it's another good way just to out their boards, and yeah. Alright, so that's it for the extra deck. Now let's move on to the side deck. For the side deck, it's fairly standard. Got my Ghost Sisters, I want to be able to get an advantage when it comes to the time rolls. 3 Artifact Lancia, just to stop Danger Thunder. 3 Super Polymerization. This is an excellent card going second, so if you win that dice roll going first, you can side this out going second, and yeah, you pretty much, if you pull this off, you should win game. And not that your opponent can't respond to Super Polymerization anyway, but usually, like, whenever you pull off Super Polymerization, yeah, you pretty much got game. Triple Twin Twisters, for back row heavy strategies. And of course, same with Evenly Matched. Same sort of deal, if your opponent says a whole board of back row, just spring this on them, and they're pretty much going to be done. I always like to pull this against Sky Strikers, because, they commit to those boards and just play a lot of back row, mostly all their Widow Anchors, so that's why. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys again next time.